That should be good. Hopefully the people will pull back up. Or hopefully it'll put me back in the same stream. Probably won't. Anyways, moving on. Things happen. Yeah, you can't cry about it, man. Jesus. Cause baby, I pray to keep you safe. No matter how hard it gets, just always keep your faith. Cause baby, I pray. No matter how hard it gets, just always keep your faith. Ah.
Man, there's another.
Oh my goodness. I guess we'll react to this, huh? Chud the Builder 2.0.
I have some very unfortunate news for the black community, man. There's another Chud the Builder on the rise.
Is that right?
And this one is probably worse than the last one. Okay, this one is shameless. His origin story is very similar, probably eerily similar to that of Chud the Builder. This is a dude who came online saying some racist things, got held accountable for it, and now black people is public enemy number one to him because we make sure he got the consequences he deserved. If you guys don't remember him, he's the dude who came online and made fun of Nolan Well's death.
Yeah, they did it. Them boys did it. This is a tradition for us. Yeah, this is a tradition. We take you boys out in the woods. We throw you in the swamp. We throw you in the creek. We throw you in the springs and rivers. Yeah, we throw you in them oceans.
Is that right? And who have you done that to, sir? Please let us know. Please let the entire world know who you have done that to.
Y'all can't do it. Y'all be in there splashing and screaming, I can't swim! I can't swim! Oh, hell no! But you know, it ain't our fault. It ain't our fault you're stupid. Grown man don't know how to swim. Yeah, what y'all think we do? You know, yeah, it's a big conspiracy. You know, every 6 months this skin tone, we all get together in our neighborhoods and we have like a little neighborhood meeting and y'all ain't invited. We get together, we make plans.
Bro, stop the cap. Ain't nobody doing that, bro.
Talk about y'all, talk about
y'all. Like, bro, get the dick out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. Man.
You watch this channel, then you already know how this story ends, okay? After this video dropped, it probably took like 24 hours. They've already found his name. They contacted his job. They got him fired. And he came back online crying, right? Because his family disowned him. People in his life said, I want nothing to do with you. You are a trifling human being. Right? His family kicked him out the house. He can't come back home. So he was essentially homeless, jobless, and had nowhere to go because he decided he wanted to come online and make jokes about an 18-year-old black kid losing his life.
As you all know, I've been doxxed. I lost my job this morning.
Look at him.
I had to leave home. Everybody's off at me. Now these idiots are wanting to get a judge involved because I'm a dangerous person, and now they want to try and do something about custody because I'm.
Yeah, you're a dangerous person. When you talk about you go to take him to the creek and in the woods and do this, and who did you do that to, sir? Let us know. Let us know.
I'm too much of a danger to be around children.
Yeah, don't cry about it now.
All because of a video, clearly satire. I don't even, I might have a little bit of a country accent, not much, but I was using a country accent in the video. But I mean, whatever. I'm not trying to apologize. I'm just showing the ridiculous of it, the ridiculousness of it. They had the FBI reach out.
I'm gonna read this comment just for y'all to see what type of people are on the internet, right? Dude said, "Ha ha ha! An 18-year-old black kid lost his life." What the fuck is funny about Nolan Wells dying, bro? One less body to end up in the prison system. What's like? What's who are
and all this, saying that I did whatever with Nolan Wells. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's satire. Yeah, it's mocking you because you're stupid. Because here you are taking those young men that are, I guarantee you, they are innocent. They found no foul play. He left his keys and phone on the boat because he wanted to go chase a girl. You're in the water all day when you're on these.
Yeah, he wants to go chase a girl and never get her number. Yeah, like, bro, shut up.
Islands. So yeah, he left it on the boat, and then he left chasing this girl, and then God knows.
Yeah, left his keys and his phone on the boat. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Knows what happened to him. Didn't know how to swim. I don't know. So, yeah.
My thing is though, this is still a pending investigation. They don't know what happened. The cause of death is still undetermined. Okay, you can't say that they did it. You can't say they didn't do it. They were the last ones with him. Biggest suspect. But people just want to say they didn't know that they didn't do it. If anything, you could say they did it. And you shouldn't say that they didn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
You want to accuse these young men and try and have their life ruined while they're innocent just because of the color of their skin, because you hate them, because you're the racist.
You're guilty until proven innocent. You got to prove yourself innocent. They're not innocent.
And all y'all just so racist, and y'all racist. Y'all racist. Y'all just hate us for nothing. Y'all born like this. It's in your blood. Your parents teach you this. Blah, blah, blah. No. You make us like this.
You did something.
You make us, so you are like that, huh?
Something that you knew was uncalled for. People reacted in a normal fashion. You was bragging about participating or getting a 18, 19-year-old black kid killed. So people contacted the authorities. They found out who you are and they reported you. Got you fired from your job. Got the FBI to step in. Right? You're in a very bad spot when your family is looking you in your eyes and telling you, you're not safe to be around children. You got to go. We ain't do that. Your family did that. All right? So the last words of his villain origin story was, y'all did this. I guess that was foreshadowing of what to come. But here's the thing, okay? This dude is shameless, okay? He's probably worse than Chud. See, Chud, right? At least Chud tried to hide the grift. At least Chud tried to pretend like he's doing this for a noble cause. This brother lost his job, became homeless, and picked up the camera and started calling black folks the N-word almost immediately, man.
No, aren't you? No?
So my city is undergoing like a $78 million
Here we go.
transformation downtown.
It's a Mexican.
for parks.
It's a Mexican dude. You know what I'm saying? Young dude going around doing this too.
And
I think he fucked around and found out though.
of course, all it's going to do is become a haven for.
Yeah, say this is what they always do, okay? They try to mask their grift with something honorable. Now, I want to save the street.
So remember how he mentioned earlier that the group of white people in the neighborhood meet up to talk about black people? That's what you need to be walking around in the streets doing right now with your mob. You know what I'm saying? You lost your job. You need to get your mob.
It's for white folks, man. Oh, no. Immigration is bad. No. The budget is being wasted. This is not. Now his grift is he wants to clean up the streets in his town because, these streets are being occupied by immigrants and black folks and they're making it, man, all right, man. All right. You don't care about geopolitics. You don't care about immigration, bruh. Your stomach is touching each other, man.
As facts do drop.
All right, your stomach is hurting, and you trying to make $1 the quickest way possible. But this ain't the way. What Chud lasted 6 months before Chud went to jail? I'll give this dude about 3 months, man. 3 months, he's out of here.
I just had to walk through some bullshit to get through some stairs to get to the sidewalk. But
to get to the sidewalk, you're out there doing nothing, bro. He's just out here looking for the first black guy he sees so he can harass him. Yeah, you had to do all that to get to the sidewalk. Yeah. He's complaining about the city. His fucking life is in shambles, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, boy. Damn, and Chode ended up in jail. Think about that, bro. Just his life going to shit. Love to see it, huh?
it's just becoming a haven for
That sucks for you.
yeah.
Look. Like he had to get to the sidewalk. So he's out there doing nothing.
He is in the riverfront music garden. He thinks he's getting sound healing, laying throughout in the bushes here. We're here meditating on the bench. Set up in the damn stairs, huh? $78 million to redo all this. It's for homeless people to trash the place up. The issue will continue.
Damn, that's hella disrespectful. That's hella disrespectful. I'm surprised they ain't jump your ass, nigga. You just walked through their home. You know what I'm saying? What they do to you,
As long as there's...
I mean, I to a point, I get it, though. You don't want to see, But, man, you going out there looking for that, bro. You know that's out there all the time, bro. Stop it.
The society, it'll continue.
Yeah, it's very expensive. It'll cost you everything. Yeah.
Racist people are so delusional, bro. You walk...
And just like Chode, he has no mob. He says everybody all the white people in the neighborhood, we meet up to talk about black people and plan against them. Shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody doing that. You not even doing that. You just made that shit up, nigga. Where your mob? If you had a mob for real, you wouldn't need a job, bro.
Up the stairs, and it looked like the stuff on those stairs belonged to the white man. The white man was the one that was funneling with those things, man. How you gonna blame it on the black guy and claim the majority of the problem is coming from N-words when the white guy is the one who had the stuff in your way? Right? But it gets worse, okay? Now, I'll be real with y'all, bro. He's doing a whole lot of picking and choosing, right? The people that he came across and ran across, they don't seem like the type, right? That's gonna give this dude the energy and the pushback and the altercation he's looking for. So he knows exactly who to pick and choose with.
And it's just a hub for... It's ridiculous.
So where's the white people that's out there homeless? You gonna video them?
An improvement for... That's all this is. For homeless to have a nice place to lay down at night and do their fentanyl. That's all it is.
You finna end up like them,
$78
bro.
million of taxpayer money to relax on a nice riverfront, beautiful $78 million remodeling.
Bro,
It's not even done yet.
nothing about what they're doing, how they're living is nice, bro. You know what I'm saying? It might be on the water, but they sleeping on concrete. They sleeping on a bench, bro. Shut the fuck up.
You can see the still up. Not even done yet. Not even done yet, and it's already become a haven for.
And you know what's crazy? A lot of homeless people mind their fucking business, bro. They mind their business the most. You know what I'm saying? You should get up out of theirs.
Doing boxing right here. Let's see those moves. Let's see them.
Bro walked up on a black guy. I said, let's see your moves. What do you think, he's some fucking circus clown? You know what I'm saying? Like, here, what is he, a vending machine? You give him $1 and he spits you out a dance move? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think is going on? Look at him just cheesing. You know what I'm saying? Just cheesing. They always catch the right black guy that just like I can imagine, like, y'all catching my dad. He'd have a smile on his face and like, what's going on? To tell you he found out you on some dumb shit, and then he go get on your ass. You know what I'm saying?
That was pretty impressive. Man, you were doing kicks.
Look what he's putting on the screen. He actually seemed all right. Like, bro,
That was pretty impressive.
there's levels to this homeless shit now. He might not even be homeless. Leave him alone, bro. You don't even you bullshit.
That was pretty impressive.
Guess he doesn't do it when called out. This is your first time seeing him. He doesn't even know what you're talking about.
Man, you were doing kicks and punches and damn.
Oh, maybe he did see him.
You're on that fentanyl, aren't you?
What the
No?
fuck?
You're not on that?
I'm so torn because
That's crazy, bro. And this is content. This is how you're gonna become rich and famous. These dudes can't, man. Yeah, you gotta be retarded. you got to be mentally restarted, bro. To the age of 1.
like, if you react a certain way, you're gonna give them what they want, right? But a white man walk up to you with a camera in your face and saying you are on that N-word fentanyl. What's your response to that? What's the right way to handle that, man? Right? Do we give them a little bit of straightening? Do we make them feel the hands of the ancestors? Or do we walk away so we don't give them the clip? Or do we walk away so we don't give them what they're looking for? I'll be real, I don't think I'm gonna be strong enough to walk away, bruh. The straightening gotta be delivered. If a white man walk up to me with a camera in my face, calling me the N-word, saying I'm on the N-word fentanyl, nah, bro. The straightening gotta be delivered. I'm sorry, God forgive me, man. The straightening gotta be delivered. I'm sorry, man. But here's the thing, he does this to multiple black guys, and they just kind of take it. This dude is like super calm, man. All right, man, I'm not worried about you. The next dudes, they sounded like they wanted some smoke, but they ain't really do nothing.
Hey, what y'all talking about, white boy? Y'all need to watch your mouth. What y'all talking about, white boy?
Hey man, we having a
He
conversation.
pressing
man.
What
it.
you talking about, white boy?
I said a white guy.
Watch your mouth.
Whoa, whoa.
I told him right to his face, he's a stupid, worthless, and I don't.
What? See, bro, he's doing this to people on the street, bro. That's low-hanging fruit. That's that's like snatching an old lady's purse, bro. Not really though, cause a homeless nigga can put paws on you for sure. You know what I'm saying? But it's low-hanging fruit. You would never do this to a black guy who is not riding a bike, bro. Maybe you would though. But y'all know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, bro. Somebody who got their life together, be in the gym, look like he can beat his ass or something. Look like he's smart enough. Maybe he would. But I guarantee you, bro, he won't, bro. He won't. He's not a YouTuber, bro. YouTube would ban him in 3 videos. Literally, that's what it takes. First video he posts, strike. Second video he posts, strike. Third video, strike. He out of there. You know what I'm saying? Instagram and Twitter is the only places you can do that shit. Facebook.
This man is filled with anger. That's that hunger kicking his butt, bruh. That hunger always kicking his butt, bruh.
He wants that $100,000 Cho got for his bond. You know what I'm saying? He think he can get that same shit. So,
that man is filming
but look what everything Cho lost.
Videos outside. All his videos is filmed outside. You know why? Because he don't got nowhere to
Just to get that bond out of jail. And still have nothing.
go, man. He's homeless. He's broke. He got no money. He's hungry. He's starving. He's frustrated. And now he's blaming it on all black folks. And now he's trying to take it out on us. But here's the thing, okay, bruh? Yo, we already seen him play with Chud the Builder, okay? We got pissed off with Chud the Builder, right? But after a while, we seen it play, and then it became like whatever, right? Like when we see you, is that whatever. With this dude, like, you can't even offend us because we know your situation, right? Like, at least Chud the Builder had a home to go to. You homeless, right? So what will we look like being offended, being pissed off by a guy who was literally homeless? He's homeless. Like, he got nothing. This is the grift he's trying to get off the ground, sir. It's not gonna work, man. All right? It's not gonna work. So he's doing this, right? And I guess people start asking him, why are you doing this, right? And right on cue, just like Chud the Builder, Buddy came online and told this sob story about how black folks got him fired from his job, got the FBI on him, and he ain't got nothing left. And because he got canceled, he's gonna, he's just going to the moon with this because we ruined his life. And he's trying to get back at us, sir. Right? Save the tears and the pity part. We don't give a damn, okay?
So I was doxxed, canceled, fired, had the FBI looking into me.
Now, peep how when they talk about what people did to them, they never go into specifics about what they did. They don't ever go into the specifics.
Had trying to get family law involved, to get judges to try and take custody away because I was so unsafe to be around children. All this over me doing what they do every goddamn day. After months and months and months of them mocking the death of Austin Metcalf, mocking his death, pissing on.
Who the fuck mocked his death? Who mocked Austin? But who's mocking his death? We just saying what it is. Self-defense. Well, it ain't first-degree murder, I'll say that. You know, was he about to get jumped? Probably so. That's another topic though.
His grave, literally pissing on his grave. Watching the thousands of videos every day of black mobs attacking white people, innocent white people for no reason.
That's just a lie. That's not a thing. There are black mobs that are going around attacking white folks. Man, cut it out, bro. That's not a thing, right? You are just lying now at this point. Fam, yo, there are deplorable human beings who made fun of Austin Metcalf's death.
They'll see shit like on Twitter. Like I seen a video of you know, like a black dude crashing out on a white girl, I think. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he crashed out on anybody else, but you know, and then they'll see stuff like that and they'll say, "Oh, look at all black people." That's literally what it was. It was like a white account. It's like, look at these black people, and anytime you see one, just know that this is coming for you. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not true. You don't never see that in life, bro. That's one person doing some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't accept him. You know what I'm saying? We're not following in his footsteps. Like, what the hell?
Right? You know, and they're terrible. And any sane human being would denounce them, would disavow them. They love these fringe incidents because that's the only thing they can hang their hat on, right? If we're going tit for tat, it's not even close. The violence, the attacks on black folks at the hands of white folks, it's not even close. Bruh, there was a literal system created for white folks to torment and attack black folks without consequences, okay? That was a literal system created that was enacted and in place legally. White folks could attack, murder black folks and get away with it legally. So you don't want to go tit for tat, right? But all you guys have is like fringe incident. And if we're talking about cancel culture, fam, people on your out of the fence, right? The white supremacists, y'all created cancel culture. Right? The alt-right created cancel culture. Bro, the alt-right was having people fired from their jobs and deported for simply disagreeing with Charlie Kirk after he died. I'm not talking about the people who were celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. I'm talking about the people who says, yo, I don't think Charlie Kirk stood for the American values. Fired, sorry, out of here. And if you're an immigrant, deported, sorry, out of here. You had the literal Secretary of State stepping in to punish people for saying negative things about Charlie Kirk after he died. Things such as, man, I don't think Charlie Kirk was a patriot. He ain't believe in the First Amendment. And that's not a lie, that's just a fact. Like Charlie Kirk said out of his mouth, right? He don't believe a Muslim should be mayor because he's Muslim. Like, you are anti the First Amendment if that's what you believe, right? So, your side created cancel culture. You can't cry now because people is using it against you. But, all of his complaints is just nonsense, right? Is him trying to cope with the bad decisions he made. Bro, you made some terrible choices, bro. You came online when having a family to provide for to mock the death of Nolan Wells. For what exactly? I don't know. 200 views on TikTok? It doesn't make sense.
Watching their men unalive our women on buses and trains and sidewalks, going into the homes of our people and taking the lives of their innocent little babies.
Yeah, people like this are never gonna let that train situation go, bro. They're never letting it go. They're gonna use that as an example that black people are racist and are trying to kill white people in this and the third. You know what I'm saying? These type of people stand alone.
While they sleep in their beds. And they have the nerve to try and destroy my life over a video of me pushing back. The whole Nolan Wells thing. They are accusing these young white boys of killing this dumb that didn't know how to swim. Of murdering him. Even though
why does he have to be that, and how does he not know how to swim? Is that proven that he doesn't know how to swim? Let's Google it, bro. Like that, I'm sure that's probably out there. Why would you go on a boat that far not knowing how to swim, bro? Was what was found on Nolan Will's phone? It's AI moded. Yes, Nolan Wells knew how to swim, according to ABC7 Bay Area, is what Gemini is telling me. So, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? he's a dumb N-word kid that doesn't know how to swim. Like what? Like y'all don't even come. If y'all want to argue, like these are not debates. These are just biased opinions, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't even make sense. You just said he doesn't know how to swim, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
You know, the whole Nolan Wells thing. They are accusing these young white boys of killing this dumb that didn't know how to swim.
Like they don't even come with no logic. If you want to debate, come with something that makes sense. You know?
Of murdering him, even though they were friends with him like their entire lives. He was one of their best friends, which is another reason why white people, that you shouldn't let your kids hang around black kids, because if something happens to them,
it's your fault.
The entire black community is going to blame your child for it and try and destroy their life, just like they're doing to these kids.
Now, bro, think he a thought leader and a philosopher, man. Listen, bro, people like this don't got a long shelf life. All right, people like this will be here and gone by tomorrow. When Chuck the Builder is doing 40 years in prison, in about, I don't know, like 9 months, he's going to be gone as well. People like this is not going to last long. This dude, for the most part, he's poor. We haven't seen him do a video inside yet, by the way, right? All his videos is outside, because that's the only place he got to be is outside.
Yeah, he's about to end up homeless like them, bro. Like he doesn't realize it. Like he went to the streets for so-called content, right? To record homeless black people, right? But he's gonna end up doing that every day and end up just like them. That's where Cho the Builder ended up. He's homeless and in jail right now. Well, he actually got out. But he's on the streets. He has nowhere to go. He ain't fired up kick that I know of yet. So he's about to end up just like them, bro.
All right, so his life is already like to the ground and burned down. He already ruined everything he had going due to his hatred for black folks. So all we could really do is just laugh at this dude. Just laugh at him. But also got to take him seriously, because
Hey yo, these racists in the chat, they're just so funny, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no logic. They're just racist. That's all they know. To say some dumb ignorant shit. Y'all gotta be from Oklahoma, 50th in education, maybe Arkansas or something. I think Arkansas they gotta be worse than Oklahoma. There's no way that they're better than us. In no way, shape, or form. yeah, y'all gotta be from Arkansas. You gotta be. Just dumb.
a guy like this, his back is up against the wall. Jail right now is paradise for somebody like this. Somebody who got to sleep outside, can't afford food to eat, can't see his kids. Jail right now is probably paradise to this dude. So y'all be on guard when y'all see him, bro. Be on guard, be safe, protect yourself if necessary, because this brother right here, I think he is worse than the original Chud. He is really breaking down and crashing out because he got nothing else left. And the worst part about it is even his attempts is falling on deaf ears. His highest viewed video on Twitter is at like 61,000 views. He got 4,000 followers on Twitter His TikTok got deleted, gone out of here.
They deleted
His Instagram
everything?
gone out of here. So he has nothing left but Twitter.
Damn.
And he got 4,000 followers. So this dude, obviously, even the grift ain't working. So I'm afraid of what's next.
Wait, so he talk about, I'm kind of looking at the chat. He talk about old boy or Chode.
Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, all right? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, then click on this video right here somewhere on my screen.
Hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this right here, man. We on the road to 1 million. If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit up out yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at y'all in the next one, and I'm gone. TYP the name. Alright, chat, that's just the end of that video, not the end of the stream. I think we're going to do about one more, and then we're going to wrap it up. So, that was the Chode the Builder 2.0. I thought that was about Chode getting out of jail. Alright, let's see. I think we bought another Poetic Flacco video. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this. I don't know if Saucy said
This is something.
get no screen time from me. I don't know about we can't react to that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we can get that some screen time.
This is some despicable behavior from Officer Tatum. See, Tatum has been lying to everyone, right? Anyone with an ear to listen, he's quick to tell you that people have a problem with what he's been doing in his Nolan Wells situation because he's not taking sides, right? Because he's being objective and just telling the truth. No, the problem is people have realized that Tatum has been compromised from day one. And there was really no way to prove it until now. No. What we just discovered is striking. This is bad.
Assumed friends the way they did. Brandon Tatum is a lightning rod. Why? Black guy who talks conservative politics. Black guy who supports the president. Black guy who is not open to the idea that in Nolan Wells, it's got to be about race. Went to Mississippi, had interviews that definitely shed light on who we're dealing with here and what's going on. So I asked Brandon Tatum to come back to talk about the response to what he learned, what he now knows that he can share with us, and what he believes the state of play is.
The fact that he has convinced so many people that the reason why black folks are against Officer Tatum in this situation is because he's a black conservative who is interviewing the friends and trying to be objective. That's the furthest thing from the truth. When Tatum was interviewing these people, Tatum referred to his side
as... that's part of the truth, bro. That's part of the fucking truth. The guy's a fucking sellout.
Their side. And he refers to the side that Benjamin Crump and Imama was on as the other side. So Tatum has already came out, right? He's on a side here. But whenever Tatum is asked about, why do you get so much backlash from black folks? The first thing out of his mouth is, I'm a conservative and I'm a truth seeker. No, people look at Tatum and they realize Tatum is compromised, right?
Any black conservative, it falls in the footsteps of Brandon Tatum, bro. Like,
as black men, bro, we know, right? When a brother come around and he starts talking a certain way, and he starts moving a certain, man, we know that
he's conservative.
That check done cleared, man. We know, right? The check for them white folks. Now, which white folks, I don't know, but the check for them white folks done came in. We know how a brother talk when them checks clear, man. It's not about anything other than black folks believing that Tatum is compromised.
Tatum, thank you for joining us again.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me back.
How has the reporting that you did in Mississippi and the interviews that you did, how has it been received?
It depends on what group of people you referring to. I think that for rational people that, in my opinion, want to know the truth and they're open-minded, I think it was received very well. They got access to information that wasn't privy to the public.
Yeah, that's how the internet goes, bro. Like, sometimes I'll make a video and then, like, it'll be the complete opposite opinion of me, like, viewers that come to the video. And then like the next video, it'll be people who agree with me. You know what I'm saying? So like the people who don't agree with me, they're gonna dislike the video, say it's bad, you need to quit, talk all the shit, racist, whatever the fuck in the world. And then the next video is all love. Different people watching it. That's how the internet works. This shit is weird. That's why I'm trying to build an audience. Cause fuck.
Obviously law enforcement has this information already, but information that people who are interested in finding the truth wanted to hear from these young boys and their account, and they can make their decision from there. It was received very well. People are thankful, very thankful that I took the time to interview these young boys, and they got a little more clarity. When it comes to majority black community, some of the celebrities, D.L. Hughley and others, they absolutely me. They think I'm Satan, and they think that I my mama, who's black, just because I decided to interview people who asked me to interview them. And I don't know how people have conflated what I have done in this interview or in this process, but they have. And this is not abnormal. When you're black in America and you don't toe the line of where, quote unquote, the black community wants you to, then you're deemed an uncle. You somehow people and you somehow working for the white man, which is further.
You are. It's not far. That is the truth. You do work for the white man, Brandon Tatum.
This from the truth, man. I love everybody. I don't care nothing about race. It's pointless to think about race.
Yeah, it's nothing but he didn't deny the fact about getting paid.
Treat people based on their character, based on their integrity, based on what they present to me, and that's the end of the story.
Why do you think
you're black? You're not. That's what white people are supposed to say, not you. It's cool that you say it, but it's what white people want you to say because you're saying it for them as a black person. That's the problem. That's the problem, Tatum.
Members of the black, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Celebrity community, whatever it is. Black people whose names we know. Why do you think that they come at you that way? You think it's about your politics, or do you think that they are worried about something that you're not showing enough concern about in their estimation?
No, a lot of these people are ignorant. They're brainwashed and emotional.
D.L. Hughley has criticized Tatum, by the way, for disparaging the mama, for not being neutral, for being biased, for not asking the right questions. All right. Now, Tatum would even take it a step further. He would even say that black people are upset at him for how he conducted himself when he interviewed the boys, because black folks and black culture teaches them to folks, right? They internalize white hatred, so which is why they him giving a voice to white kids, right? Now, he would even say that he knows this because he himself used to folks, which I think is exclusive to Tatum. I don't think the majority of black folks, I don't even think a large percentage of black folks share that in common with Tatum. They just don't, okay? The majority of black folks have never hated white folks, right? A large percentage of black folks have never hated white folks. That's just an outright lie. Tatum would even go as far to claim, all right? Now, this is where I knew that Tatum has lost his mind. Tatum claimed, right, that those boys was not granted the opportunity to do an interview with any black platforms because the black platforms they would do it. Are you crazy? Do you know how many black platforms will rush to agree to that interview so like they could grill him? The boys ain't sitting down with black creators or with creators who are like pro Nolan Wall's family. The reason why they're not doing it is because they understand it's going to be a grilling, it's going to be an interrogation, and it's not going to be a cakewalk like a Tatum interview. That's why they're not showing up to these platforms. Not because there's a lack of offers or like invite, which is just absurd and silly.
Them are addressing actual things that I said and actual processes that I went through to interview. They do not care about the truth, or many of them would have interviewed me and just asked me what happened and what did I do. None of them, even those who claim to be journalists, did not give an opportunity to the other side for the other side to have a voice. They did not. And the reason why is because they're white. And a lot of them actually white people. And they act like they don't, listen to their rhetoric, listen to the things that they've said in the past. They white people internally. And so when a topic comes up like this and there's an opportunity to paint white people with a broad brush, they take advantage of it. And I've seen it over the years. I've seen it growing up.
Is it not justified? Like, bro, like, people want to say whatever they want to say, but like, bro, there's reasons to everything, not excuses. There's reasons because things happened, and because of that, this happened. That's the reason why this is the way it is because this happened in the past. That's just what it is, bro. Whether it's a good or a bad thing for black people.
Brush, they take advantage of it. And
so if black folks are saying or feel some type of way towards white people, bro, you can at least see where they're coming from. You know what I'm saying? You could see as to, okay, I could see that being a possibility. Why they might feel that way. Like, but nobody wants to think like that. Nobody wants to take into consideration that you're a human with feelings, you know? You don't think about shit. Yeah.
I've seen it over the years. I've seen it growing up. I used to white people when I was growing up. That's just a part of the culture. And unfortunately, it rears its ugly head as soon as one of these incidents happen. And you've seen it time and time again. Go look at the comment section. How does young men who we don't really have any evidence that committed a crime, how do they get painted as criminals? How do they get painted as being responsible?
Because they were the last ones with him.
For the death of a person.
And his phone and keys made it back. His belongings made it back, but he didn't. Yeah.
That was considered their friend. If the roles were reversed,
the first part of that was a lie flat out of hell, by the way, because I think Trent Out Loud, that good brother, he DM'd Tatum for an interview. Tatum responded back, and Tatum ain't go to sit down with Trent Out Loud yet. So he's claiming, yo, these people are doing videos on me, but they don't want to sit down with me. Trent Out Loud offered to sit down with Tatum. He don't want no parts of it. He don't want to, sorry, I'm not doing it. What? Why? Why would you go ahead and do it? That don't make sense. Why? Because he don't want that smoke, right? Now, Tatum, if you got internalized hatred for white folks because you are insecure and a bigot, that's you. Don't put that on all black folks. That's just not true at all. The truth is, we gave Tatum a hard time.
Whose mom is making money off of it? Because both moms, if you want to say somebody's making money off of them, both of them is making money off of it. They both getting donations. You know what I'm saying?
Put that on all black folks. That's just not true at all. The truth is, we gave Tatum a hard time in terms of his commentary on his Nolan Wells situation because we understood he was compromised. We just couldn't prove it. But now we can. If you go to every one of Tatum's videos.
Yeah, bro. I pointed this out in the video in the stream last night, bro. Verdict. They got whiskey. Same thing that the motherfucking lawyers had, right? The kids' lawyers. Nolan Wells' friends, they all got the same lawyer, right? Cox or whatever, Carl Cox or whatever. They had a verdict bottle promoting it, and they're streaming from home. They ain't even in a studio for real. They're just in a little room in their house. Verdict. All this shit strategic, bro. I'm telling you, it's an orchestrated government plot.
If you look on your right, there's a bourbon called Verdict. At the very top left is sponsored by Verdict. Now, Verdict bourbon is the key here to discovering how
if you on YouTube, right, TikTok, and you want the horizontal full screen, go to Twitch. You're only gonna get the vertical on YouTube. Go to Twitch.
Compromised Tatum is. Verdict bourbon is actually created and owned by Brandon Tatum, which is Officer Tatum, right? So this is his brand, this is his company, this is his bourbon. So you're probably asking, okay, Flacco, what do a bourbon, what do this drink, what does Officer Tatum owning Verdict have to do with him being compromised? What do him doing bourbon have to do with his commentary on his Nolan Wall situation being compromised? How does this prove that we can't take a word he says seriously? Well, let me go to an interview that we covered yesterday. And this will show you how Tatum is compromised and how Verdict Bourbon plays into this. The attorney for Nolan Well Friends.
Exactly, it's sitting right there. Like I just called that. I already called that out.
Went on a press tour recently. Now this press tour,
and these is Donald Trump's lawyers, right? That's what they say. And Brandon Tatum's also in cahoots with Turning Point USA. Like, come on, bro. We see through the shit, bro. I see through the shit. They not fooling me.
included Nancy Grace, included a lot of other platforms. It got hundreds and hundreds and thousands of views. Now, when the attorneys went on this press tour, there's something that I recognized almost right away that I thought was very concerning, specifically regarding this Nolan Wells situation and Officer Tatum. See, when you look in the background of the attorney Tyler Cox, when you look into his background, a lot of you guys have already seen it, but you recognize something very familiar. The item in the background that the red arrow is pointing to, you probably have figured it out by now. That's the Verdict bourbon bottle, right? That's the Verdict bourbon bottle, right? That's the liquor that's owned by Officer Tatum, right? The attorney has it strategically placed right there when he goes on his press run to give business to Officer Tatum. Now, that was not a coincidence. That was not an accident. This is an attorney that's worth millions of dollars, right? And you could tell this is not no accident because on his right shoulder or left shoulder, I'm not sure, right? But opposite of the bottle, you see a Carl Cox hat. Carl Cox, right, is his firm. So he has—
This is strategic. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and place this here. Place this here for we. Oh yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Yeah, well, I'm talking about this murder case, right?
Has a hat for his particular firm to give himself business placed strategically in the video as well, right? So you got a Carl Cox hat where is his firm, and you got the Verdict bourbon on his other shoulder. Those are the only two things he got strategically placed when he went on a press tour. Now, I ask you this, people. Can Tatum still be out here giving opinions as an unbiased, neutral party if the lawyers for the boys is promoting Tatum's Verdict bourbon on his press tour? They're doing business, whether it's directly or indirectly. This is business. And I feel like Tatum should have disclosed this. This is all I needed to know to see how compromised Tatum is. I'm sorry, bruh. Like, I'm sorry, bruh. You cannot show up, do multiple interviews, and pretend like you are this neutral observer who just wants answers and you're just trying to ask the questions that everybody want to hear. And then the attorney—
It's always tied to business, bro. Just like the county jail. It's like the city jail. It's like the state jail, state prison. Or state prison. Federal prison. You know, it's business. Business.
Right, of the boys who you're supposedly to be interviewing, right, who you're supposed to be giving the hard questions to and grilling them to get to the truth, that attorney pops up with your bourbon, your brand, on his press tour, and he's promoting it for you. And we're
I called that shit out yesterday, bro.
supposed to sit back and say, that don't matter. You're not compromised. Excuse me, sir? What? What? Yo, this right here to me just proves, in my opinion, Tatum has been a paid agent. Tatum has been COINTELPRO. Tatum was literally sent to try to convince the black community that certain people are not guilty. Who those people are, I don't know. But Tatum was obviously sent, bruh. This is no coincidence, right? Just Bree Didn't she already do like a breakdown on how Tatum is linked to certain people or like one of the boys' family through the Turning Point connection? And now we're seeing Tatum's bourbon is being promoted by the attorney of one of the boys. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing Tatum has to say about this case.
Yeah, he's had his bro. You are, yeah. It's not the fact that he's had it. Nobody thinks that he's an amateur. Nobody cares. We know he's a professional actor. We know he's a professional actor.
Ever. Not in life, man. But who's going to hold him accountable? That's the question, bro. Even if you're somebody who believes, Nolan Wells accidentally drowned, y'all are out of your minds, y'all are crazy, y'all are conspiracy theorists, who's going to hold Tatum accountable?
It's always a conspiracy until it's actually proven by a credible source, that being the fucking government, police, or something. When regular people are just saying it, nobody wants to believe it, and that's why we can't come together. You know what I'm saying? Because we need them to tell us. And that's kind of back to what I was saying earlier in another video, where like the government, they got us individualed out to where we'll never stand up individually. You know what I'm saying? They got us cornered, each and every person. We can't come together.
You don't find it odd? You don't think that this will sway Tatum's opinions at all? Even if you don't believe that Nolan Wells...
Yeah, bro, the black Charlie Kirk, who is you calling a black Charlie Kirk, bro? And what do you mean by that? Like what?
Was killed, and you believe he accidentally drowned. As a fair person,
you're calling Tatum the black Charlie Kirk, huh?
Looking in the mirror as a fair person, you don't think that if somebody is taking your verdict bourbon on a press tour with them, promoting it, doing business with you, you don't think that may want you not to ask the hard questions? You don't think that might sway your opinion, sway your mind? You don't think if you wanted to go hard that might be, a detractor? You don't think that your verdict bourbon being promoted, doing business with somebody, you don't think that might sway somebody's opinion? Even if you are anti-Nolan Wells family and Benjamin Crump, and you believe we're conspiracy theorists, we're grifters,
It most definitely does, but see, most people are not gonna even think that hard about it. Most people are not even gonna think that hard about it. Oh, I seen this there and there. Most people are not gonna think that hard about it. You already gotta have a different type of mind that thinks differently to even, catch that.
You don't think that this could sway somebody's opinion? If you say no, then you are just too far gone. I can't begin to understand how anybody could see this and make an excuse for it. This is sickening and disgusting.
Just think about if I started interviewing the Nolan Wells friends, right? And I'm not even from Mississippi. You could easily assume that I sold out. You know what I'm saying? Because what the fuck do I look like doing some shit like that? I mean, Brandon Tatum looked like he would do some shit like that, but you know what I'm saying. Hopefully.
No, people are not mad at Tatum because he's a black man who has...
Tired, y'all.
They're mad at Tatum because he's clearly compromised and he played in our faces. See, if you want to do business with these people, then don't present yourself as the arbitrator of justice, right? Don't show up doing these interviews.
He got drunk and drowned. Where's the proof? There's no evidence of that. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all just be saying he got drunk and drowned. Like, if he drowned it, why doesn't the autopsy say that? You know what I'm saying? Why does it not say that? Why is his cause of death still undetermined? If he drowned, I think that's a pretty common, easy, you know, determination when somebody dies. Now, somebody died from some form of overdose that who knows what substance it was. I don't know. That probably could have shut his body down, and that won't show no signs. If you drown, you know what I'm saying, your lungs gonna be filled up with, your body gonna be filled up with water. If you just thrown in the water after you're already dead, I don't believe your body will have the same effect as if you was trying to breathe underwater and you choked on water to death because it got in your lungs. You couldn't breathe. I think it's two different things. I think that would show that his cause of death would have been drowning, you know. But that's not what it shows. It's still undetermined. We're talking about Nolan Wells if you just tuning in. Mississippi black kid that died.
And they say, wait, why they mad at me? I just asked the right questions, I just asked the question I want to know. We understand after seeing this, business is being done. And you're asking the questions that you're being told to ask, in my opinion, allegedly, right? You're doing things that don't help. You're undermining this investigation.
Did they say anything about the lungs? His cause of death is undetermined. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we could let's just hop on. Let's hop on here. So say, we ain't gonna type that out. Say someone drowned to death. Would you assume that their lungs would fill up with water? Conor probably drowning victims' lungs do not completely fill up with water. In fact, about 10-20% of fatal drownings, and autopsy reveals that no water entered the lungs at all. Oh, is that right? Well, I guess that makes sense because you're not really breathing for real. You hold your breath to not get the water, and you just can't hold it no more. So, is that right? Hey, I'm not a know-it-all. This is off the top of my head. That's what it sounded like to me. If he would have drowned it, there would have been some type of signs. So, when someone drowns, what does an autopsy show? When someone drowns, what does an autopsy show? Person drowns, an autopsy does not typically reveal water-filled lungs. Instead, a forensic pathologist looks for a combination of internal and external markers caused by asphyxiation, lack of oxygen, and fluid pressure. So, don't you think that they would asphyxiation, right? We'll be able to determine that his cause of death is still undetermined. We Googled that last night. I don't got to do it again.
Which explains why Tatum all of a sudden started to attack and go off on Nolan Wells' mama, spreading lies about her, claiming that she's been uncooperative with the police. Those lies he told on his mama now is starting to make more sense. The lies he told on Christine is starting to make more sense. Yo, if I'm Christine, I'm suing the living daylights out of Tatum. Tatum did 2 shows so far. One show was like 50 minutes, the other was like an hour, where he goes into details on how Christine has been uncooperative with the police. What do they have to hide? She don't want justice. The police been wanting the phone. She been giving the phone. Come to find out, that's a lie. The police have never requested the phone yet from Nolan Wells' parents. The police have never told them, yo, we're interested in his phone. The phone has not been a point of discussion for the police. Like, the family could have forced them to take the phone, but what, force them to take something that they don't want and have it sit on an evidence shelf for months? But the moment they say she's been uncooperative, I already knew, okay, yeah, Tatum has been sick on her. He's been sick on her. He's been sick to tear that woman down. And it's all for profit. This is just evil, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all believe that Tatum is compromised? All right, if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here or here or here or here somewhere on my screen.
Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. We on the road to 1 million. If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I get to you on the next one, and I'm gone. TYP the name. Got a question. Why are jigaboos so repulsive? Internal is water in the lungs, waterlogged is outside. Alright, chat. I think we're gonna call it a night. Don't know if I'll be, yeah. I gotta be on point Sunday, bro, because it's confirmed that I'll just say it's confirmed. So body didn't appear as it would with usual drowning and being in the water. Yeah. I mean, if he drowned it, they would quickly be able to confirm that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's hard to confirm a drowning in modern time. You know? So the fact that it's still undetermined says something. You know? It says something. But we'll just have to play the long game, y'all. But yeah, like I'm saying, bro, I'm gonna wrap the stream up, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in, bro. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you got notifications turned on. Don't know if I'll be here tomorrow. Just depends. 2 in the morning, bro. I probably ain't gonna get out the bed till 8 o'clock. If I go to sleep now, that's only 6 hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got work to do. I got content I gotta put out. Quota to meet. Oh brother. Oh brother.